Now it's time for another not true movie review. The Naked Gun is an animated spin-off of the Generation 1 Transformers series. It is presented as a mock documentary being made by Decepticon leader Megatron as a Decepticon propaganda film promising to tell the naked truth about the Decepticon leader. Megatron, a Walther P-38 in his alt mode, tells a warped version of his life story, attempting to drum up sympathy for him and his cause. It all falls apart when we learn that Starscream is behind the camera and has been sabotaging the movie in an attempt to discredit Megatron and take over as Decepticon leader. This humorous and witty meta-comedy is sure to delight Transformers fans. This has been a not true movie review. Not true movie reviews may not accurately reflect the movie being reviewed. Side effects may include smiling and or laughing. Hello everyone and welcome to the Commander Go review of The Naked Gun. And we have a guest with us on the show today. Please welcome back to the show, the superhero Pillow Man. Hello, Pillow Man.
Rest easy, citizens. Pillow Man is here.
So is that like your catchphrase?
Yes. In the superhero business, it helps to have a few good catchphrases ready to go. But never mind that now. Do you like riddles, my friend?
Well, sure, I like a good riddle.
Well, try on this one. What do you get when the director of Superman visits a clothing-optional beach?
You get today's movie?
Ah, figured that one out, did you? I suppose I'll have to make it a harder one next time. I'll see if I can dream up something better.
Oh, I'm sure you can. Just sleep on it for a night or two.
I caught that. No pillow-related pun gets past me. I am Pillow Man, after all.
Okay, well, you're here to help me review the movie The Naked Gun. So, you have seen the movie, right? I'm sure you have.
Yes. I work very closely with law enforcement in Down City, so I'm always interested in movies that depict the good men and women of the police force. When I heard this movie was coming out, I knew I didn't want to be caught napping on this one.
Now, of course, this is a comedy that is spoofing cop movie tropes. So, that's okay with you, I take it?
Of course. I have a great sense of humor. We superheroes are often known for our sense of humor.
Okay, so I think we're ready for the review then. Pillow Man, would you care to do the honors and do the intro to the review?
Set your alarm clocks, citizens. We'll be back in a minute with the review of The Naked Gun.
By the way, if you would like to see more content about pop culture, movies, and TV, then click that subscribe button. And hey, it just might brighten your day too. And now, on with the show. The Naked Gun is the legacy sequel to the spoof comedy series from the 80s and 90s, lampooning police action movies. It stars Liam Neeson as Lieutenant Frank Drebin Jr., the son of Leslie Nielsen's character from the previous films. Frank Jr. has followed in his father's footsteps and joined the elite law enforcement organization known as Police Squad, becoming a cop and an expert bad guy catcher. The movie begins with Lieutenant Drebin foiling a bank robbery, but it turns out the robbery was just a distraction for the real target, a secret new invention called the plot device. Although the robbers are caught, the real villain gets away with the plot device.
Plot device. I see what they did there.
But Lieutenant Drebin's recklessness gets him kicked off the case and reassigned to investigate a motorist's apparent suicide.
Soon, the motorist's sister, played by Pamela Anderson, visits Drebin's office and convinces him that her brother's death was not a suicide.
The investigation soon uncovers evidence that the motorist's death
is related to the bank heist. Soon everything begins to point to the motorist's employer, one of the world's richest and most powerful tech moguls. Can he bring down this powerful villain? Or will this investigation lead to his downfall, as well as the demise of Police Squad itself? And what role will the motorist's sister play in all this? Like the previous Naked Gun films, this movie is hilarious. It's packed full of absurd humor, slapstick comedy, a few meta gags, puns, and so on. It's the kind of movie that takes place in a world of ridiculousness. But the actors play it all straight, as though it all makes perfect sense to them, which just adds to the comedy. Liam Neeson seems like the natural choice as the successor to Leslie Nielsen. He has the right tough guy bravado, but also the comedy timing needing to make this role as funny as it is. Yes, I could see him starring in many more spoof comedy films like this, much like Leslie Nielsen did. Pamela Anderson also seemed well suited for this kind of comedy as well. With her background playing the blonde bombshell kind of character, she was able to slip into this noir femme fatale role quite easily, but still bring the comedy that the role needs. As a crime fighter, I appreciate a little humor. I suppose it is a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine to exchange humorous quips with some clever ne'er-do-well before bringing him to justice. This really is my kind of movie. I really enjoyed it too. It's hilarious, and for that reason alone, I can give it a strong recommendation. If this kind of humor appeals to you at all, I think you'll like this movie. Well, I must take my leave now. Evil never rests, so neither can I. Farewell, citizens.
So long, everyone.